It's time to suit up. Boots on the ground.
Put lead in ISIS.
This is a vicious life or death enemy. We are not there to observe them. We are not there to denounce them. We are there to defeat them.
Having a firearm with one of the ICE agents and do to them what they did to yet another innocent person.
Show up, ready to go. Okay, not talking about peaceful protests anymore. We're not talking about having polite conversations anymore.
That's why people are getting shot in the face. That's why people are being detained and sexually assaulted and raped and berated and tortured and fucking treated completely inhumanely and dropped in the middle of oceans.
Are being taken out into the woods around the Whipple and released in the middle of the night, sometimes with no clothes, always with no phone, if they're brown, with no ID.
Put lead in ice. Just let's get to this part of the whole storyline.
This is not a fucking joke. There's nothing fun to chant about it. Get your fucking guns and stop these fucking people.
What was it I said not 2 weeks ago? Complete fucking lies. And they'll never change their story. Bro, a week from now, they'll be on to the next story and lie all about that one. And it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter. It all gets worse. And it all gets worse.
Frankly, I love his voice. I love his accent. I love his vibe. I mean, I'm probably not going to like what he has to say, but he's definitely got an energy about him.
Trying to claim I'm any fucking sort of Nostradamus here. I had to be blind not to recognize that all this is only going to get worse. Because it is and it has. Because we've had another one. Another pew-pewing. From the opening shots, I'd like to imagine that most of us could see how it happens. How people get so goddamn worked up that they take to the streets, packing heat. And I got my thoughts about that. I'll get to it here in a little bit. But I really found it fitting to not only build off of the original clips that I showed of all the people who were just completely ready to go to war, treason some might call it, insurrection, I've heard others so eloquently put it. Not only those clips, but the complete just fiction half of TikTok believes is what's happening here. To the blacks and browns specifically. They're not doing this to the whites, guys. It's all part of the white supremacy plan, I've been told. All that doesn't happen in a vacuum. It all just comes together to create this beautiful progressivism. And it all starts with the help of the elected leaders of the state of Minnesota.
That's not American. And so, to our Somali community, Daman Shabka, Somalied Kunul, Minnesota, Garahan, Minneapolis, Waan, Ku Janilahai, Waan, Ku Gereb.
Holy fucking shit. Is there anything worse than trying to listen to Jacob fucking Frey struggle his way through Somalian? Starts that whole thing off with, this ain't American.
That's not American.
Bro, neither was anything you just fucking said, you absolute buffoon. They elect these people. They love them. They fucking love them. Don't let them lie to you, bro. They fucking love these people.
It is just called kidnapping. Then show up and use your voice. Put your body on the line.
There it is. There it is. These people from the comfort of their homes telling people to put your bodies on the line. For the folks who shouldn't be here, you gotta remember that that's what we're talking about. Don't allow them to reframe all this. This is a complete rewriting of every reality of what is happening, what people voted for, and what people want. And sadly, fucking these people will believe it. I don't know how, with as much information as we have at our fingertips, you've got the most powerful computer that's like almost ever been created in the history of man in your hands, in your pockets, at all times. And you can find out the truth as easy as picking it up and unlocking your phone and doing a Google search. You might have to wade through some bullshit to actually get to it, but you can.
But we're not telling people to go out and cause problems. We're going to cause good trouble.
Is there a better visual than Governor fucking Walz behind a big fence? talking to his constituents. Only Nazis build fences. Only fascists build fences behind a big fucking fence that is doing the job it was made to do. We just keep the people out. Yo, this three-man team right here is every reason of why Minnesota is the shithole that it is. Jacob Fry, Governor Walz, and whoever that woman is. I don't know her fucking name. Big nose ugly bitch. Let's go back to Jacob Fry.
Always.
Wrong clip. I don't know how that got in there. Crying at George Floyd's casket. Golden casket, I might fucking add. Sorry, wrong clip. I'll get you Jacob Fry.
To ICE, get the fuck out of Minneapolis. Somebody is dead. That's on you.
No, clown. It's on you and the Democrats and your TikTok fanatical fans. That's who got these people out here doing everything the wrong way. We'll get to it. We're coming up to it. I gotta give it to you because there's a couple dense motherfuckers that just still won't get it. I'll show them all these clips where they still won't get it. And it's all Trump, who's a fascist, a Nazi. Blah, 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 blah. Let's see what Governor Walz has got to talk about. This is how all these people end up on the street, packing fucking heat. Hey, how did that get in there? I gotta fire my editor. If I had one, I would fire him for putting these clips in there. Because that's no joking matter. People are dying, guys. This is serious.
Hiding in their houses, afraid to go outside. Many of us grew up reading that story of Anne Frank. Somebody's going to write that children's story about Minnesota.
That's actually disgusting. Well, I've seen a lot of that. And it's disgusting. Completely minimizes the atrocity that was this. Like, it's this type of rhetoric. It's these types of speeches from the podium of the governor of the great state of Minnesota that get these people that are so gullible while somehow thinking it's everybody else. That's like the next level of like, holy shit, how does this still work? How does this still work, people? This motherfucker is invoking Anne Frank. If you're not disgusted by that, you're probably a leftist.
And use non-violent direct action.
Non-violent direct action. I don't know how that works. Non-violent direct action. Is there an indirect action that could be non-violent? Maybe, but direct. I'm not quite sure when I turn the fucking page and then hear this.
We are not there to observe them. We are not there to denounce them. We are there to defeat them.
Defeat who? Immigration and customs enforcement? Not the millions upon millions of people who are here illegally taking advantage of every system we've created for us, for our community, for our neighbors, for me and you? What the? No wonder, no fucking wonder, because of people like this, we end up with the people we do on the street doing this.
Medic. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yo, you earned that. You earned every fucking bit of that picking up a motherfucking bomb. You picked up a grenade is what you did. What's the plan there? Huh? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got it. No. No, you didn't got it, and you paid the price for it. Just like old fucking One-Eye Yo here. You paid the price for it. People that don't give a fuck about you. These people don't care about you. Illegals don't give a fuck about you or your constitution or your morals. They don't. And meanwhile, you're only participating in fucking your own fucking world up. That's magic. Shit David Blaine could only hoped to have been able to gotten over on other people. Not only do we get people fucking thinking that they're gonna throw back grenades, but we get people like, what's his name, Pretti here, who was doing every fucking thing the wrong way. This isn't protected under the First Amendment. This isn't legal protest. This is actual agitation. Direct action is what dude took here and ended up paying the ultimate price for it, which is sad and tragic. But I've been told that this is what fuck around and find out looks like. I've been told that by a lot of lefties, and you should have left your gun at the house. Or at least listen to lawful commands. It's one of the two here. You don't get to do both. That's how you end up like this. Complete, utter chaos. I think I heard 30 whistles being blown at the top of their fucking whistle capacity at the same time. This didn't happen in a vacuum, guys. This didn't just suddenly just occur in the streets in America, by the Gestapo, of course. These people are actively, directly agitating and impeding these people. I've said this a billion times, how we're still even like in this scenario. We even need to like argue the reality of it. I've seen so many fucking like, oh, Second Amendment, where you at, NRA? Where you at, NRA? Responsible gun owners, stick with me here, which this dude apparently was not. If they're gonna go to a fucking protest/riot and want to find themselves participating in it with a loaded handgun, legal or not, in their pocket, you better be making some very smart decisions that day. Every step of your life should be the smartest decision you've ever made in it. This guy made the wrong ones. You intentionally try to be Captain Save-A-Ho with women that don't want to be saved. What Project Pat say? Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. They know what they're doing, but yet dude is going to get in there and he's going to get in the middle of it with a loaded fucking handgun in his pocket. That's a recipe for a disaster. People can't even hear themselves think in this moment with all the whistles going on. With complete buffoons, folks. Unreasonable demons of the left. And unfortunately, Yo paid the absolute price for it. I don't know any other way to put it. Yo should have left the gun at the house, or he should have listened to lawful commands. Because whether you wish they were laws or not, they are now the laws. Well, actually, they've always been the laws. There's a new sheriff in town. Name's Trump. He don't give a fuck. And I'm glad and happy for it. Which brings me to this, folks, is how in the end, it all just gets so goddamn mixed up, fucked up, crossed up, spun up, that we end up, I gotta go to my favorite place on the planet. Y'all know what that is. TikTok. Let's check out Allie Meeks. Tea and quips, y'all. Review from some dude on the internet. Mentally ill they. Oh, I'm sure my man had a point. But, before we get her take on the recent events, let's see what kind of TikToks old Allie Meeks be making. I'm sure these are fucking good.
Listen, I might get murked by the Gestapo today, but I woke up with my hair looking like this, okay? So if this is my day to go, then like, it's just like a normal thing that our law enforcement...
I'm supposed to go to a black tie wedding for some bougie family in a couple months, and I don't know what I'm wearing yet, but I might get murked by the Gestapo before then, so maybe I don't have to figure it out.
Oh, this should be a great take. And I know you're asking, Pillsbury, like what the fuck's this chick got to do with anything? I hear you talking, hear you barking, big dog. These are the type of people who end up out on these streets with the whistles because they have nothing in their life. Almost 40 years old, childless, house full of cats. Her job is a nanny. She takes care of other people's children, which I should hope whoever's child it is that she's watching would see her videos and get her out of their care, because this ain't the woman you want raising your goddamn children. But it's the typical, it's the median, it's the average of what is the modern left, and how everything they believe is a lie, and everything they ingest, case in point, the first couple videos, are how we end up with takes like this.
Very conservative, gun-loving kind of town. And a lot of the men there always said that it is men's duty to protect women. Men are the great protectors of women. That's why they need their guns, is so that they can protect women.
Yo, them bags are serious. You might want to put some cucumbers on them or something. I don't know, I heard that works. It is men's job to protect women. I agree with that. I've never heard that that's why we need guns to do so. I haven't heard that. I've heard that guns are the great equalizer. Guns in a woman's hand could in the end make her as defensible as another man. I've heard that. But then again, I wouldn't count on your recollection of what you knew growing up as like everything in your life today is to be against all of that. Her pride and joy is being anti everything that the people were that raised her. That's your modern lefty, folks. So fuck your straw man of protecting fucking women.
But a lot of those same men watched a man who was protecting a woman who was being shoved around by masked thugs.
Thugs. They're ICE agents. This didn't start yesterday, lady. You'll know who they are. Everybody in this goddamn world knows who these masked fucking agents are at this point. And get out of the way. But no. You'll all will spend more time harassing, threatening people that you think are ICE.
This is so cool. So cool as in like This has got to be the funniest thing I've ever seen.
I know, it's like, you feel like a zoo animal.
I've never...
Then why
do you care? Then you should bitch. I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch. If you're not with us, then you're against us. So clear. So clear.
Oh my god. What? We do custom apps for a whole bunch of companies around Minnesota and the country. Filming us?
Why are you filming us?
Because you're filming us! Do I look like an ICE agent?
Yeah, you look like a fucking ICE agent.
Holy fucking Christ!
You look like an ICE agent. I don't have anything to do with it.
This is what's wrong with the guy's car.
No, it's not. Because you have no relationship with that. Wait, so do you
Why
support?
the fuck would I be saying?
Would you support?
Support what? The way you guys are acting?
You support
Fuck no.
ICE? Oh, okay. Yeah.
The way you guys are, I don't support ICE either.
Bootlicker either way. Then why do you care? Then you should say. Then you should.
I'm just trying to enjoy my lunch.
If you're not with us, then you're against us.
Case in point, oh, they look like it. Oh, you're not with us, you're against us. Blow your whistle, hit the whistles. These are the type of people we're talking about. These people don't want protection. That's not what he was doing. Yo put himself in the middle of this, and he paid the fucking price for it. If Yo would have left that loony broad alone, let her deal with whatever she had coming, because she was asking for every bit of it. Just like Dude was asking for every fucking bit of it. Everybody would have been home for dinner. Not now.
They watched a man who was protecting a woman get murdered by the state for legally carrying a gun that wasn't even on his person in the moment he was murdered.
See how it works? Rewrite and switch and all this other shit. Like, Yo didn't get killed because he had a gun. That wasn't the reason. The fact he had a gun didn't help him. That situation was chaos. It would have been better if Dude didn't get shot. It might have also been better if y'all weren't blowing the fucking whistles, where people like need communication while they're trying to like put something under control. That might have changed the end result as well. We can all play Monday morning quarterback of how we all should have done it differently. I could watch real slow motion clips of it and be like, oh, his foot turned at that second. How didn't they see that? Why didn't they do that then? Things happened the way they did because of the chaos of the situation. Because of people who are out there intent on creating it. Complete databases, signal groups of people who are just they have to mess with these people. What else is in their life? Of course not their neighbors. Of course not their real neighbors. Not like the people that live next door that I'm sure they don't even know their name. Don't even know half the people that live on your block. But you will definitely, because of TikTok, because of Jacob Frey and them, get out on the streets with your whistle and be a complete fucking menace. It's pathetic.
And they're saying he deserved to be murdered because he was carrying a gun while he was protecting a woman.
It's all wrong. He didn't deserve to die. It's unfortunate. That's just the reality. But like, I'm trying to be honest with the dishonest here. A losing equation as far as I'm concerned anymore. It's hard for me to try and be who I like to be while dealing with people who are completely liars. Lie about it all. Lie about everything that happened that day. And like I said in the first clip, they'll lie about all this, and next week they'll be on to the other story, to the next story, and then they'll lie all about that one. It's how this works in TikTok land.
I had to have a very hard conversation with my spouse this morning in light of another murder.
Oh God. This is the video that introduced me to her, to old Allie here. I don't believe she has a spouse. I just don't believe it. She's been making videos with her cats for 5 fucking years. Maybe she does. And I can only imagine picturing the guy that married this lady. But sure. Had a real hard conversation with your spouse this morning. Give it to us, Allie. I'm dying to hear it.
By ICE agents of an American citizen who was exercising his constitutional rights to observe.
Observe.
Oh.
I hate to break it to you, lady. That's not a constitutional right to do anything. That's a couple laws I can think you're breaking right there. Right there. Observe means observing. Out of the way. Quietly, maybe. Whistles? Nah, probably not. I hate these people, bro. They're fucking liars.
And to legally carry defense on himself.
You know she fucking hates thinking for a second she has to defend the Second Amendment. They hate it. They hate this. And if only for the fact that he was out there fighting ICE, they'll accept it and they'll roll with it because they have to. They don't have much of a choice. Their right to defense.
And I was basically like, hey, I think we need to make sure we're on the same page for what we do if and when this comes to our community.
For if and when. They haven't yet. They're not here. They haven't shown any signs of being here. There's been no TikToks of it in my neighborhood. But you know, I'm ready. Here's how ready I am. I've been asking important questions for the last 2 months.
Anybody knows about or has made any zines, educational zines for what to do in case, there is an increase in frosty conditions in your community, if you catch my drift. Decided to be proactive and reach out to my network, specifically around organizing solutions for community care for, a potential increase in frosty conditions, if you catch my drift.
Is there anything fucking more just cringe than an almost 40-something-year-old woman in her bed? Frosty conditions, if you know what I mean. Trying to be proactive, increase of frosty conditions, if you know what I mean. You need something in your life. You probably sworn off your entire family, who's probably conservative. Oh, I can't deal with them, They're not progressive enough for me. We fight ICE in our house. Anybody got any educational zines? Case of frosty conditions, if you catch my drift.
He knows that I've been working on some other things.
The TikTok right before this one. That's working on other things. This is modernity. This is people having life so good. Their life is so fruitful and so good. There has to be something I can fix. There has to be something I can make better. Because everything else in my life is smooth sailing entirely. From the cradle to this moment in my life, it's been all good. And I feel guilt from it, as every TikTok I'm shown are people fighting for the cause, fighting for the people, fighting frosty conditions. Fuck me, bro. I pity the dude who fucking married this woman. If it's a real dude, I feel sorry for you. Your options must have been incredibly fucking limited.
But I was like, I want to make sure that we're on the same page. And he asked me, he's like, if they come here, are you going to be out there?
She practiced that. She probably did 10 takes of this video. No doubt. Because if you go through her timeline, you'll see multiples of this very same video back to back. Couldn't determine which of the two was better. So fuck it, I just run both of them. Almost script for script. Are you going to be out there?
And I said, you know me, you know who you married, and I do not stay quiet when people in power abuse their power to harm others.
If you all weren't in the way, none of y'all would have ever been harmed. Not a single American would be harmed. Hopefully, the illegals that we're rounding up aren't harmed either. We voted for this. We voted for this. Like, it's settled. You lost, and y'all don't like it, so you're being insurrectionists about it. You're being treasonous traitors about it. You're going against democracy, is what you're doing.
You know that about me. You've seen it. You've seen me do that. And I don't think I could live with myself if I didn't.
Why don't you, like, spend some time, like, helping your town? The people around you that are, like, legal American citizens. Like, that's what's always killing me about these types. They'll do more for the people who are here illegally that don't give a fuck about you at all. But you'll fight more for them than you would your fellow Americans that have leaps and bounds more in common with one another. Republican or Democrat here, folks. You've got far more in common with them than you do with the guy who can't speak English and snuck in just to fucking make money under the table and fuck up your local economy doing it. Like, why don't you try and, like, make your world better versus, like, trying to make your world worse? I don't know. That'd be asking too much, right? Huh? Fucking.
And he was quiet for a while. And then he just said, I don't want them to shoot you.
Oh, God, Cornbread, where you at? Unreliable fucking narrator is what that is. Oh, my God. I just don't want them to shoot you. Why would they shoot you? Why would they fucking shoot anybody? It's the unfortunate end result of anybody getting shot, but there's 1,000 steps that everybody could have taken along that path that would have changed the result of it. Motherfuckers, like, believe like that. It's that. Stop it!
And I said, I don't really want that either, but I've got to do something good with this body I was born into.
Okay, I'm done with this. I'm done with her. I'm done with all of you. Do something good with your body for America. Do something good with that body of yours for your neighbors, for your town, for your community, for your actual fucking neighbors. And while democracy has deemed that you've lost, take the fucking L.